Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Star Technology. Today's episode we're going to be working towards getting the basic wire mill and the basic centrifuge, I think. Uh, I don't know what we're doing. Looks like it might help us break back down some stuff. I don't know. It might be handy for something. Or we could go mixer, which that's probably fine. The mixer does unlock the void extractor in a way, but we also have to go for lubricant production, which could take creosote in a distillery. Redstone and creosote. Redstone and seed oil. Let's turn creosote. That's in the distillation tower, which we can definitely not do. Can we do a distillery? Yeah, for sure. That will be the next thing on the agenda, I would imagine. We just need a bunch of motors, essentially, to start with. So that's kind of what I've been working on. I got some stuff prepared. Got some copper plates here. There's one motor. Do I not have a wire cutter? Oh. What do we have in a shop? um. Nothing really great. Okay. I'm just looking at this point. Okay. That's really good. Overclocking. Yeah, don't care. Okay. Chemical reactor? Turn coal into ashes and carbon monoxide. Calcite dust into quicklime. Don't care. It says 20 buckets. Good God. 8 electrum and epoxy print. We'll have to do that at some point. That's future me problem, I think. Doesn't really look like we need it necessarily right now. Then we have the basic assembler, which I think does a bunch of recipes for like a little bit cheaper. Interesting. 2,400 recipes in there. It's quite a bit. The basic cutter could be good too, which that's another motor. So I think we're up to about 9 or 10 that we need off the rip. So that's a bit unfortunate. Do I seriously not have wire cutters? I don't. Like, it's honestly insane how quickly we break stuff. Nope, that's neutronium. I thought it was iron. And I'm out of iron. But you know what time it is? Okay, my keyboard's dying. 1 second. In the meantime, I can sift. And I got the keyboard plugged in, so it should be good to go there. I'm waiting on some sulfur to process up as well. That so we can get more rubber for more tin wires. Can I just throw this in the macerator? Can. It's horribly slow and does me no good. I think it's a little bit more efficient if we do it the other way around, but I don't have time to wait. We'll give that just a second to cook up. I wonder if that magnetite's even in there. Doesn't really matter. Ow! Alright, good enough. I think we needed some iron plates. We're just gonna let it go through these ones, and we'll call it good on both stacks. Got 5 more sulfur dust here. We'll throw that over there. 22 plates, that might be enough for now. Iron wire cutters, copper plates, copper wires, and already broke. What are we missing now? I think just iron rods. And now we're missing the tin cables again. Yay! There's 6 rubber sheets. So that's enough for 3 more motors. So that takes us up to 6, which is enough to get the wire mill. Maybe we hold off on the centrifuge for a second. And I feel like we'll make a lubricant for the void extractor. Because this void extractor It takes drilling fluid, which is lubricant mixed with stone dust with water. Okay. How do we get stone dust? Macerate and gravel. Okay. And then if I'm not mistaken, and this will start giving us geodes, which will give us emeralds, diamonds. That's for the rock filtrator. That's not what I was looking at, was it? Void extractor. Silver, realgar, coal, gold, soldite. What? Which I think that turns into realgar. We can grind it into realgar, sulfur, mix it to make. What? I don't even know what I'm looking at. How do I get more iron and such? Getting those. No way of getting those either. We do a large sieve. I was curious to see if any of those were producible. It appears not. So the mechanical sieve does take a metric ton of power, but we could just drop stacks of gravel and stuff into it to make more. That's probably about the best way to do that. I don't know at this point. This has made me next to no sulfur. So let's go ahead and get some more. I don't care. Get some more stone processing and then gravel. Gravel into sand. And then here in a few minutes, we'll move that over to just dust. Oh wow, 3 whole more sulfur. That's so amazing. That'd be good enough for 3 more, which is essentially 1. Make some latex buckets into rubber. I think this is a 1-to-1 conversion. That's doing its own thing. And I gotta let it sit for a minute. How are we doing on sugarcane? Not great. I mean, you're all almost full. Alright, it's starting to build up again. It is midday, so it's fine. It's a little light. The one thing I haven't figured out yet is if we can power multiples off the same side. If not, that's going to be rather unfortunato. Oops. Yeah, it doesn't seem to like it when you can put more than one together. I don't know. Beats me. Okay, anyway. Ow, God, I threw down my pickaxe. Okay, yeah, let's just go ahead and do something productive. So it's going to take steel plates and raw. Eh? Alright, we need a lot of steel here again. Nothing in the kiln. Probably should make that into wrought iron first. That way so I can go a little bit quicker over here. Yay, 5 more sulfur dust. Alright, so wire mill, we need 10 cables. We'll let this finish up real quick. I can't believe it actually has enough steam to do it. So we need 10 steel plates for this. Hallelujah, we had just enough. Low voltage machine hull. Hold on, why is it being stupid? Basic wire mill. Got the polarizer. Alright, so we need to make another hammer. First things first. We should do iron for now. And more steel plates. It's only got 3 cured rubber. Let's start dumping sand back in here. A good start. I want to get those small piles so we can finish up that latex-based rubber. What? That's so confusing. That's even the actual right amount too. That's the more impressive part. Alright, so we got the wire mill. Do we go for centrifuge or do we... I think we go mixer. Low voltage machine casing. Low voltage machine hull. 10 rotor. And 10 rings and 10 screws. What was I missing? I pressed the wrong button again. Alright, there's the tin screw. File and a hammer. I have that. Why don't we have glass? Really? That's not the right place again. Forgot that we have to cook this on the campfire. But I mean, we've practically got the mixer. One tin rotor, one basic mixer. Okay. This thing might only have one output. Anywho. Alright, that worked. We'll end up moving all these at some point, but at some point is not right now. Seems like we generate a decent amount of power. Okay, so that kind of opens up the void extractor. Okay, so that takes stone dust, which I think we get from grinding anything down realistically. Or by washing. That takes a lot of tin rotors. Huh. This is probably something we want to go for as well. I mean, it's somewhat cheap on resources. You got a coal again? Yep. It'll be a hot minute before these fellows fill up anyway. What are you good for? You do take lubricant, though. So, distilleries next? Okay, so we need a brewery in a distillery. Oh, this is that. Oh, that's pretty bad. Oh, God. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. But anyway, I don't really know how this thing works. Do I have any plates laying about? Okay. This doesn't make the same type of wires I thought it was going to. What can I do with this copper wire? Oh, literally nothing. This was the most useless thing on this planet. Oh. Configuration 1. I see. Me. Nope, not you. Okay, let's see if this works. So it doesn't work with tin. It does work with copper, though. That should have. Oh, it takes 10 ingots. It's still not doing what it's supposed to do. Let's see if this works. That worked. It might have to be an ingot. Yep, okay. We'll take that. That's much more efficient. And that means I don't have to make wire cutters anymore. That's fantastic. I'm gonna let that run. What's next? I think it's got to be lubricant, right? So the brewery is going to make biomass. I don't need to do the brewery. I just need the distillery. Oh, wait. Trying to make lubricant. Should be creosote. Okay. What do we need for the basic distillery? Oh gosh. Need another rubber sheet. Okay. Another rubber ring. And we need a normal bronze pipe. It's easy. Need a tin screw. Should I probably be making more than one? Probably. Ah, shoot. I pressed the wrong button. One tin ring. One tin rotor. Because I had all the tools on me again. Wait, do I not have the screw? Got two of them now. One low voltage pump. And I need copper. Let's go smelt this up. Shouldn't take very long. Just like that. I think 4 is all I need. Wire cutter, file, and saw. I don't have the wire cutters. The bronze one is so weak. Yeah, so we have everything now. It's just being stupid. One copper spring. Need a lot more steel, essentially. And sulfur. You? Okay, we do have a bunch of cured rubber in here. We will certainly take 12 rubber sheets. That's not the right crafting table. we actually had enough steel plates to make a low voltage machine casing. But we don't have enough steel for the machine hull. One more. Now we do. Basic distillery. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to have to figure out a way to pipe the creosote over to here somewhere. We're going to have to start thinking about how we want to do this, but I believe that's going to be all the time I have for today. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.